What up, everybody? Hey, welcome to another episode here where we're going to look at the Fast Tracks program. I get a lot of questions from people about the Fast Tracks program. What is it? What is it designed to do? How's it going to help me study, prepare for my electrical exam? Okay, first thing to remember is that preparing for an electrical exam is not easy. You cannot simply take this code book and start flipping through it, thinking that you're going to learn the National Electrical Code. Now, there are many programs out there who will sell you a book, will sell you some videos, will tell you they have an online course, but they don't have the interaction. So let me explain what you get as part of the Fast Tracks program. Now, Fast Tracks is a service mark that is federally protected, and it describes the process of how you learn with our company. So we're going to kind of look at that. And so what I wanted to do was kind of show you what's going on with the Fast Tracks program, what you're going to see, what's involved in it, and give you a little insight about what we do on our Wednesday night sessions, for example. So let's go on and jump to it. So here you see the Fast Track. This is what it'll look like essentially when you log in. Along the right side here, you'll see all these navigational things. The actual book is right up there in the blue. So you can always see the textbook. But everything has been transformed into an online edition so that you can follow it and move through it online. Obviously, the first thing you want to do is watch the video on how to properly use the Fast Track system or the program, and then you move through Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, Section 4, Section 5. You're going to do everything in those sections, okay, before you move out of it. So let me give you an example. So here you'll see the video you have to watch. Then you'll notice there's 37 activities here. 37 activities. So we're going to clean into here. And you'll see Unit 1, which is your introduction, Unit 2, definitions, Unit 3, boxes and enclosures. And just so you can see, here is where you're going to get study material, flashcards. Here's an assessment that you do right before you leave. Here's your review that you're going to do at the end of your unit. And here's your core reading material. You always want to do the reading material first. Okay? There are some associated videos in here that you can watch. Okay, so basically you want to do everything in here. You do not want to leave this unit until you have done everything in this unit. So when you go to the reading material, for example, let me show you some features so you can kind of get an idea of what we've got in the features. Now I'll go back to the very beginning so you can kind of see what we've got. We're going to give you an introduction, kind of talks about the things you're going to learn during this unit. We got, for example, this one we're starting out with boxes. We talk metal boxes. You're going to see these call outs. These call outs are significant because they tell you on the illustration what they're talking about. Okay, so here we've got some examples. Here it's a 4-inch square box. Here is a typical metal device box. Dimensions, it gives you some insight about it. But here's the other thing. Anytime you see chevrons like that, then what you want to do is you want to go to your code book immediately and read that and look at it and absorb it. That's the interaction. Up here, you want to do this chevron. You immediately go to it and you absorb it. Because what we're trying to do in the Fast Tracks program is create something that moves you in and out of the course material into the code book, back to the course material. Things start to click a little bit here. That's what's unique about it. It's not just watching the video of other people talking about it and going into conversations that don't help you. Here, you need to read it and comprehend it, and that's the fundamental thing that helps you on exams. But beyond exams, it fundamentally helps you understand the National Electrical Code so that you can use it beyond the exam. And that's what we get out of our program. Now, with our program, current pricing, I think for our Fast Tracks program is $395. You get access to all this for a year. You get all of the quizzes, all of the interaction. You get access to our Wednesday night live session that you can bring your questions, something you don't understand, you're confused about, you want clarity. Because remember, everybody wants to learn at the same time. So that is unique to us. I'm giving you 101. Usually they run between 2 and 3 hours. And I'm here to answer your questions. But in this program, you're going to move in and out of the program. Of course, you can change the speech pattern. You can increase or decrease the text depending on which device you're using. These are all browser-based, so you can use it on phones, tablets, and even desktops and laptops. You're going to just use your common browser. We like to use Chrome, but you can use whatever you wish. And as you can see, you can bookmark certain pages to come back later. You can print any page in here that you want. You can print any graphic that you want. So you move your way through it, look at all the notes, every chevron you see, look it up, read it, absorb it. Now, if any time there's something you don't understand, then what you're going to do is you're simply going to highlight it and copy it and save it for later. And you're going to bring it to class, or you're going to put it in an email and ask me about it. so that I can explain it in more detail if you don't really understand something. Now you're going to navigate your way through it just like you always would. And you see all the information down here, a little insights. Example, this was talking about where a box might be stamped with one thing and the table might say something else, where you're going to use what's stamped in the box. Here, 21.5 versus 22.5. Hey, I'm getting 1 whole cubic inch by using what's stamped in the box. So there's some examples of different things that you got to be aware of, okay? So again, great graphics, great illustrations. Here we talk about non-metallic boxes, okay? So that's what we do. Now, once you move through this, you're going to do what's called a competency review. Now, the competency reviews are the most important aspect of the program because that tells me what you've learned during your reading material. Now, remember, some units we might give you something in the competency review that wasn't necessarily what you studied with, but the same principles will apply to answering the questions, and we're doing that on purpose. We're trying to see if you absorb the way to find the answer. We're not here to just give you the answer. We want to help you find the way to get the answer. And that's what we do in our competency reviews. Trust me, a lot has gone into the process. So here's your competency reviews. You give the code reference here. You simply type in whatever your code reference would be. And right here, you type in your answer. Again, if it's an A, B, C, D answer, then you type the answer here. If it's A, you type A. Okay, that corresponds with the answer. So you move through, and once you're done, you click submit. And it will submit to us, and we will grade it, and I will give you grading. Now, the grading, over here on the right, you scroll all the way down. There's a little green circle. You click on that, and that's where you go to review all your grades. Okay, now right now it's hidden behind me, but if I kind of move a little bit there, you can see that green one down there, and that's where you're going to go always to get your grades. Okay. All right, so that's part of what you got. Now, that alone would be great, and you move through every unit, watch the videos, do the flashcards and everything, but also remember, clean everything out of the section before you move into the next section. Make sure you've submitted all reviews and gotten your feedback, and then once you get that feedback, if you got some that you got wrong, then what you need to do is you need to go in and see why you got it wrong. We need to analyze. We'll give you the code reference and the answer. You need to go back and see, why did I get that wrong? And I'm looking at our response and saying, now I get it. Because if you don't get it, guess what? You're going to come to our Wednesday night sessions. And our Wednesday night sessions, to be able to interact, is only for Fast Track students and monthly subscribers over on electricalcodeacademy.net. They also get the privilege to join us on Wednesday nights if they choose to join us. Okay, so you move through everything, but here's some other things. We put in the 2020 edition, we put important videos all down here that you can watch. Okay, we also put some of the Fast Tracks recorded sessions that we do on Wednesday night down here. Of course, most of the recordings are also going to be available up on our Fast Tracks forum over on the Sparky Hub, so make sure you join that when you become a Fast Track student. And then lastly, you'll get down here a good video on how to find the root of a question, and you're going to get all these practice exams. You're going to want to do as many of these as you can. You want to shoot for 85% and higher. Do these over and over and over again. These are not written by us. We buy this as a module to include for free in the program. Okay, so you get access to them. There's over 800 plus questions down here. These are totally different than the competency review questions. They're done by us, and we work with those. These are bought in a package, and you get to just utilize them to hone your skills. Okay, so you got a bunch of them down here, and then of course you have some final exams as well. So these are all about 100 questions each, and again, as you can see, of our students, only about 5% actually do these. So it's really important. Only 3% do these. So if you really, the success that you have is totally up to you and how dedicated you are into the program. Okay, if you're dedicated and you're into it, then you're going to see the success in this program. It's almost impossible to not find success if you follow our plan. And that's what you're into, right? You want to be successful. You want to get that license. You want to learn the code a little bit better, because this isn't just an exam prep program. This really helps you learn the code. And that's what the program is all about. So you move your way through it, you submit them, we will grade them, we will give you feedback on that. Over here, there's a lot of little things. For example, if I highlight stuff or I bookmark stuff, it's all going to be available over here in the Study Hub. In the Study Hub, you can see anything that you might highlight. You can go to there, like right here, I'll go to here. Now watch, I click it here, and it'll appear on the left side. Oh, got to click on it though. Sorry about that. Now, there you go. Goes to that definition. Okay, if you want to go to this one on 230.70a1, we'll click that. Here you see it goes to a reference where we saved it when talking about readily accessible 230.7081. So you have all these highlights, these notes that you might make, any bookmarks. Here's bookmarks. I can click here and go to a bookmark that I saved earlier, and you see it's red up here. Okay, so here's a bookmark, for example, to give an example of appliances. All those things are available in this program. Interactive. Okay, flashcards. Another powerful tool is using the flashcards. So down here, behind me here, let's see here, I got to figure out which way I go here. There you go. See the flashcards right behind me? All right, so in that, you just simply click the flashcards, and you can choose whatever chapter you're working on. Let's say cables and identification of the grounded conductor. You know, flip the card. It's white or gray. Okay, so you go to the next card. Wiring methods allowed in ducts used to transport dust. Flip card, none. Okay, environmental airspace. Okay, those are applications, but not for transmitting things like dust and fibers and things like that. So anyway, different stuff you get to utilize in it. That is all of our flashcards. The other thing is, you can make as many flashcards as you want yourself. It allows you to customize it. Now I tell people, make flashcards on key things like definitions that you really want to start to learn, certain tables in the code like equipment grounding conductors, grounding electrode conductors, everything in 250, all those important tables, equipment grounds, 251.22, supply side bonding jumpers and grounding conductor sizing at 250.102C. All those things would make for a great flashcard. Again, this course is interactive. You're not just spending money getting a book. You're simply nobody to interact with, nobody to grade, nobody you can email. I am your active tutor. That's what makes our course different than anybody out there in the industry. You have me here to help you along the way. You've got Wednesday night classes that you can attend and ask any question you want. It's just so much immersion in it that it helps you be successful. So hopefully, if you're looking to study for the National Electrical Code and taking an exam, or maybe you've got a bunch of guys that work for you that want to learn the National Electrical Code. Well then, if that's the case, this is a program for you. Go to electricalcodeacademy.net. You'll see in the navigation bar the Fast Tracks program. We love to have you in our program. You get access for an entire year. You get to do it 24/7. You get your own console. You get to log in when you want. We will give you recommendations on how you should study, but I'm always here to help. So love to hear from you. Till next time, stay safe. God bless.